On the littlest blackberry bush over here by the deck, there's actually still berries that could ripen. Like, there's a bunch of green and red berries. I might actually get some more blackberries. What? So I'm thinking for the rest of the started indoor kale, I'm going to fill the spots in like that bed, the little area right there that I haven't direct sown, and on the other beds in here with the new soil, and then transplant those into them. The tomatoes and the peppers are still producing, but I think these are getting to the point where they're getting all their true leaves and they need to get into the ground so they can start developing their deep root systems. Today is October 9th. I'm seeing a few of the bok choy come up here. I don't see anything from the carrots back there yet, but they're carrots. And a few of the radishes are starting to pop up. The first of the tiny carrot sprouts are coming up in this corner bed. Some of the radishes, sprouts and stuff are falling over under their own weight of the leaves, but hopefully the stems will thicken up soon. Despite getting jostled when I moved the barrel onto here, there's actually a few carrot seeds popping up. I was surprised. I thought I had, messed it all up when I moved it and half the soil shifted, but maybe that's what they needed. No sprouts from the potatoes yet, but there have been a couple like holes dug in this pot, and oh, I spoke too soon. There's a little potato sprout. Oh, I thought the squirrels would like come and dug them up, but no. Oof, maybe I'll get potatoes. I picked the one melon that was still on the kiku vine. There's lots of flowers. I'm not going to stop it. It's not diseased or anything, so I'm just going to let it go and at least be some flowers for the pollinators, even if I won't get another melon off of it. I'm still waiting on that one last watermelon. We'll see if it gets big at all. The cherry tomatoes in the long bed are still producing, not as much as they were, but I'm not topping them at all because it doesn't take very long for them to go from flower to ripe tomato. So I'm just going to let these plants continue doing what they're doing. I am trimming off like the diseased looking and dried up looking leaves and stems, but I'm not like topping them like I did the beefsteak tomatoes. They're producing a little bit, like maybe a handful of ripe cherry tomatoes every 3 or 5 days, but that's about as often as I'm getting out here because the air quality keeps taking a nosedive. Really need to get some of the new soil in and amend the old bed, and then I am very hesitant to finally top the Mexican oregano because the bees are still, whenever I come out here, not right now, but earlier when the sun was a bit higher in the sky, there's bees all over them. And it's kind of the one big flowering attraction for the bees right now, so I'm letting them have it. It's no skin off my nose. I have plenty of Mexican oregano, but I need to amend this bed, and then I think I'm going to amend around the star jasmine and around the kale because those are basically the only things that'll still be living in this bed in the winter. Maybe around the Swiss chard. I don't know if that's going to get too shaded and just completely die out, but I reckon I can give it some support so it has a fighting chance. I straightened the blackberry bush. It is now no longer leaning, and I can actually walk here and see into this window again and reach the wall. Yeah, using T-posts to kind of reinforce. There is a wire mesh in the middle of this bush that it is woven into, and that was beginning to tilt, and so I've just reinforced it with T-posts, and I've trimmed it really heavily back, but it's fine. It'll survive. It'll produce. It'll be fine. I don't know if you can see, this is the bird nest that was in the middle. It's full of like the leavings of old blackberries. But yeah, looks like this nest was actually used this year.